Before we get into this episode, make sure you guys go check out BLASTHOUSE Industries, my brand new sports nutrition company launched last month. We've got some pretty badass products designed to help you perform at your very best all of the time. Our recovery whey is an ultra high grade hydrolyzed whey protein fortified with MCT powder, electrolytes, and additional calcium to help improve digestion, improve insulin response, and help replenish your body post-workout. Comes in two amazing flavors, mint chocolate cookies and orange creamsicle. The mint chocolate is honestly my personal favorite, but they're both so good. Honestly, I would say they're the best protein powder you will ever have, guaranteed. We also have some super powerful pre-workouts as well as apparel and accessories. Make sure you guys go check us out at blasthouse.com. Use code NFTW and grab 10% off your next purchase. And let's get into the episode.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I make my own moves, yeah, I'm bossing.
All weak bitches, please proceed to the exit.
Is there no one else? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We are not for the weak.
Well, we're back. It's been a little bit of a hiatus.
Yes.
We're back in the game.
Back in it.
I'm not gonna lie, it's like haven't felt motivated to do one.
Yeah.
Probably like the best time in the world to do a podcast because everybody's at home not doing shit and could be listening.
Everyone has time to listen to a podcast right now.
They could be binging the shit out on half the week, but
They're binging the shit out of.
some
Other
other
shows.
bullshit. But actually, we have a lot of episodes, so like they could be binging that.
Yeah.
You could be binging.
We have like 60.
If you haven't listened to every episode now at this point in the quarantine, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, it's roughly only about 69 hours of or is it 70 now? This is the 70.
I don't know what episode this is.
It's crazy.
It's episode something. But yeah, you've had more than enough time to binge all the episodes if you haven't caught up already. But yeah, dude, this is crazy times.
It is, man. How are you holding up during quarantine?
Dude, I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hate it. I hate it a lot. Like it's like I'm trying to stay motivated, and
Yeah.
like I posted all that shit like at the beginning of the quarantine, like better yourself, and I'm not gonna lie, it's tough.
It is really hard.
I'm still doing it, but it's like I don't enjoy sitting at home.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, you don't have to sit at home. Like you could go out. Like, okay, no, you can't. Like you can go out to like the nature and shit,
Yeah, kind of. Like
but it like throws off your whole routine.
it does. Like gyms and everything like that. Like luckily for me, I'm blessed to still be working full time because I'm considered essential.
Yeah, you're essential as fuck.
So, hey, someone's got to be buying.
Put that in your Instagram bio.
I should. It's so fitting, but luckily I still work full time. So in terms of like my work schedule, nothing's changed. But it's just weird, like stores being closed and stuff.
Dude, it sucks. And I saw somebody actually posting about it the other day. They were saying something like they were ragging on people complaining about being at home, like because like everyone has it so cushy nowadays. Like, oh, you're at home, like this isn't like the 1970s or whatever. Like they were trying to like minimize the fact that like you're living in comfort, like you have Netflix and you have all this stuff. And it's not the fact of being stuck at home. It's more of the fact of being frustrated with the disruption of day-to-day life, like your routine. Like when you mess with someone's routine, like you just like throw a wrench in it. And obviously, yeah, you have to adapt and shit. But like the initial like throwing a wrench in someone's routines, like that messes with you.
Well, dude, I was on that 2-week furlough from work, and that sucked.
Yeah.
At first, when I went home, I was like, this is gonna be
About
hot.
to play all kinds of Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm about to get real good at video games. Maybe have a couple snacks.
Maybe have some sex,
Yeah,
just lay up and be good.
But like 2-3 days in, I'm just kind of like, dude, days start blending together because I'm staying up as late as I want. I'm waking up whenever I want. I have no structured routine. I have no structured diet because I'm like, the fuck is the point of eating if I'm not going to be able to work out? Because let me tell you, and this is for everyone who does those at-home workouts. I'm not hating on it, but when you're 300 pounds, you really got to have some good amount of weight to get the work in.
Well, not even that.
20-pound dumbbells.
I mean, you can do a lot, like with body weight.
Yeah, I could do push-ups and sit-ups, but
I'm not gonna lie and pretend that like I enjoy working out at home.
I really don't, man. It's everyone's different because some people have like legitimate home gym setups, and their garage is full of equipment, and that's great. You know, I'm a part of some like workout group thing, and people are sending pictures of their home gyms, and I'm like, God damn.
Some people have some legit home setups.
Easy $10,000 worth of $10,000 worth of equipment in there, and I'm just like that's crazy to me because I have 20-pound dumbbells and some bands.
Yeah, like Dan's gym at home. He's got that garage, so it's basically like it's like a CrossFit box in there.
It literally is a CrossFit box. He's got plenty of weight for dumbbells, plenty of plates.
Or Jameson's home gym, like he's got
specialty bars.
He's got every specialty bar. Like he's got bands, he's got chains,
he's got tires and shit. Yeah,
so some people have some legit home setups, and then other people just have like one resistance band.
Yeah, I had one resistance band, 2 20-pound dumbbells, which I know how to train, so I know I can do dumbbell thrusters. I know I can do side lat front raises.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things. There's a ton of stuff you can do
in your living room, bro.
It's hard to, and that's not an excuse. Oh, it's hard, but it's hard to get into like the workout mindset.
Yeah.
In your home, like on carpet, like it's like you're almost conditioned to, like, when I'm at home, I'm relaxing.
Yeah.
Like, so if I'm working out in my living room where I watch TV and stretch and chill, like it's hard for me to get into a workout mood there.
Well, yeah, because it definitely is, like, for people who like hit the gym hard or are pretty dedicated to it, it definitely is a type of mindset you have to have. And you flip that switch once you walk into those doors. You don't flip that switch when you're walking into your home.
No. And I mean, that's not to say that you can't get a good workout in there.
Yeah.
It's just personal preference. Like, I would prefer to work out in a different location, even if it's somebody else's house. Like that. It's just, I can't work out. I don't like working out in my own house.
I just think of how sweaty and stinky my house would smell if I had like a really...
Oh, yeah, your fat ass just fucking like soaking into the carpet. Like,
well, it's just like, well, hey, listen, we got hardwood floors, but still, like, I just think of like the mustiness. You know what I mean? Because gyms get hot and stinky.
Yeah.
So I could only imagine, like, in my head, I'm like,
you got to turn on some big ass fans. And
yeah,
stuff.
I'm like, I just think, ew, I don't want my house to smell the way a gym smells.
Dude, it's gonna be wild to see how many people are severely overweight when this quarantine is over.
I was talking to Justin, and I actually think that at the end of the quarantine, when everything gets lifted, I think gyms are going to have huge rebounds.
They're going to have huge rebounds, but also I think a lot. It's going to change the way a lot of people like do their lives. Like, a lot of people aren't going to go back to the gym. They've built these home gym setups now, and they've built them out, and they're conditioned to working out at home now. So there's going to be a lot of people that never go back to the gym.
I agree.
But then there's also going to be a lot of people that are like, damn, I really miss the gym, and they're going to hit it extra hard.
Well, dude, like for me, because I started working out I started working out in the evening again. For those who know, last time I think I was talking about how I was working out in the morning, which I still do sometimes, but I started working out in the evening again because I realized that it wasn't just about training. Yeah. It was also the social aspect. Like, my friends are there.
Yeah. So you're going to be there in the evening socializing with every single person you haven't seen in 2 months, basically.
Yeah. So it's like you're there, Justin's there, everyone's there, and I'm like, dude. At the time when I was working out in the morning, I'm like, this is great. Like, I'm putting the work in, but at that time I was like, I feel like I'm just doing this to get it out of the way, and that's not. I don't go to the gym to just get it out of the way. I go to the gym because I decompress from my work day or stress, or I'm there to bullshit with my friends because it is a social outlet and it's therapeutic it's healthy for you. Yeah. And so I had all that, and then quarantine happened, and I'm like, dude, this fucking sucks. I don't fucking see no one. I don't do nothing.
I will go out to say that I'm blessed to have friends that have like home gyms, and so I've been able to work out this whole time. And working out with less people around, I've been able to get much better workouts.
It's the same for me, man. And it is nice because you do get a lot more work in, and you're less inclined to sit and bullshit. You don't have to wait for anything.
One person instead of like, oh hey, and like seeing like 10 different people.
Randos coming up to you and wanting to ask you stupid questions like, why do you do fucking curls?
Yeah. But what muscle does that work?
So stupid. I hate that.
Figure it out and come back to me, bro.
What do you think? What do you see moving
This
right
works
now?
out my dick. That's what I'm doing these for.
I'm like, believe it or not, curls make your dick huge. So
Huge.
huge dick curls.
Dude, it's wild though. This quarantine sucks, dude.
It does, man.
I'm ready for it to be over.
think
And
that-
hopefully it will be over soon. I think.
Who knows? You know, the problem is there's so much information flying around the internet right now
And
that
misinformation. Too.
misinformation,
A lot
and
of misinformation.
it makes it really, really hard to believe anything because, and typically I'm like, well, here are the facts, but right now
You don't know what the facts are.
I don't know what the facts
There's
are.
so much Georgia just opened last week, right? Like Friday.
Oh, I thought they were opening May 1st.
I think they opened some things on Friday.
Oh, gyms open May 1st, I think.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. So I know Georgia part of the state opened I think barbershops and like
That's cool.
And like beauty salons, that kind of stuff opened on Friday, and then some stuff opened on Monday. And I remember I woke up on Sunday morning and I saw an article that was like, the headline was Georgia experiences massive rise in COVID cases since opening.
Yeah.
And it's like they opened on Friday. How? So
Yeah.
you're telling me in 24 hours they've seen this like 700 new cases of COVID?
There's no way.
Because they opened up. Get the fuck out of like shit like that. Or like I saw another article and it was like talking about, the headline was literally Illinois governor says brace for e-learning in the fall, like basically hinting at like he's going to cancel school in the fall.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, clicked on it. He's basically talking about like, we don't know what the future is
Yeah.
going to hold, but there are a lot of benefits that came from e-learning
Yeah.
that schools should continue to implement going forward. So he's basically saying like there's a lot of benefits to e-learning, and we need to implement that going forward. He's not saying there's no school in the fall, but the way the media portrayed in that like headline, it's like,
not- yeah.
it's like, oh, he canceled school in the fall. It's like,
You know what, man? I mean, call it clickbait or whatever, but that's like, that really is kind of the whole point of a headline, is to hook people.
it is, but at the same time, most people aren't going to read the article. They're going to click on it, maybe, or they're going to scroll by it, and then they're going to regurgitate it to somebody else. Like, oh, I saw that they're canceling
Yeah.
school in the fall in Illinois. It's like,
That's how misinformation
it's like,
gets spread.
oh
man.
my god. And the reason I noticed it is because it was shared by somebody, right, on my Facebook. Somebody shared it, and their comment was like, oh, hell no. And then I was like, oh shit, like this person lives in Illinois. They're
Yeah.
pissed at the thing. And then I read the article. I'm like, well, he didn't cancel school in the fall. This chick's outraged and pissed off over nothing.
Yeah. And dude, that's the biggest thing that I've seen. Oh, Jesus. That's the biggest thing that I've seen too on the internet is everyone is so fucking upset and wound tight right now. And understandably too. I get it. I understand it because you're in your house. You're forced to spend time with your significant other now.
Significant time with your significant other.
Significant time with your significant other, and I get it. You don't have access to a gym. You can't let your hair grow. Or
You might be stressing about money. Like
Stressing
there's a lot of
about
people out of
money.
work. Like rightfully so. Like there's a lot of people on edge, but it's kind of that point where it's like you can't even dare voice your opinion because
Oh, yeah.
you will get crucified for your opinion regardless of which way it is.
And it's just so unenjoyable to post anything regarding everything that's going on social media due to the fact that as soon as you do, man, people just jump on you and attack it with their 2 cents. And I get it. Freedom of speech, right? It's kind of the whole point of social media, but God, it just makes
It's overwhelming.
It
I
is.
honestly, like the last 4 or 5 days, I've debated like just kind of disconnecting all my social media for a while, just because I find it like affecting my mood. Like I find myself,
dude.
I find myself getting sucked in where I'm like scrolling, and I'm wasting so much time, or I find myself like getting affected, like getting like angry at what somebody's posting. I'm like, why do I care? Like this person has zero. I don't even know who that person is.
Well, and you know what, dude? That happened to me recently. I was telling Kaya about it. I had to unfollow like a lot of people on Facebook or unfriend them
Because
not even because of this, but just the type of people that they are. They're friends of mine, but they just post such. It's never anything positive. It's always drama, negative, calling people out, being trashy.
it's like way too much of their personal information.
and it puts me it puts me in a bad mood.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I actually, like you're saying, like I actually found myself getting genuinely upset and like mad at that person because of how stupid and negative it was. And you see that every single day. It just, dude, it's just how it works.
And
man.
Facebook makes it worse because that's how their algorithm works.
Oh yeah.
So they're showing you more stuff that they know that's gonna like that you interact with, which is usually you interact with the negative stuff. And so it's just it's wild. It's going to be really interesting, like going forward, seeing the mental health aspects and like the effects of this quarantine on people's mental health. Because I guarantee you, like depression and anxiety and all this stuff has skyrocketed. Like nobody's talking about it, but I guarantee you it's skyrocketed.
Oh, it has to, because if people who already struggle with depression are depressed in a normal life, imagine them now being confined and told no.
Yeah. I was listening to a funny story. I forget what podcast it was on, but somebody was talking. Oh, it was on Joe Rogan. He was talking to Tom Green. Remember Tom Green?
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, oh man, throwback. So he was talking to Tom Green, and Tom Green's like, yeah, I'm recently single. And he's like, I'm glad that the relationship ended when it did, because if it had continued on for a couple more weeks, I would be forced to quarantine with this person.
Yeah.
And he can you imagine being in a bad relationship and then being forced to quarantine with that person? Like, oh man, that sounds. It's funny. It's like a joke. Like, oh, I bet divorce rates are going to soar, but like divorce rates are going to soar.
They really are. Like on a real level, they really are.
Like so many people
are like people who are probably thinking about marrying their significant other. Maybe not now.
Oh yeah, like some dude. He has the ring in his pocket. He's like.
Yeah, just every day that goes by in quarantine, he's just like,
it gets deeper and deeper into his sock drawer. Like,
the talk of marriage just goes down less and less every day. Starts talking about his KD on Call of Duty.
Yeah. Oh man.
Which I've been slapping at that game now that I've had more time to play it. But
the quarantine has forced me to download it.
Yeah, it's a good game, man.
It cost me a lot of money, dude. That's wild how much that shit costs.
What did you?
Well, because the game costs like what, $60.
Did you buy it brand new?
Yeah.
Shit, I bought mine, Kaya bought mine, but it's on sale.
It's not on sale, dude.
The digital copy's on sale.
I bought it online. I bought it digital.
It wasn't on sale?
No, man, they jacked it up for quarantine, bro.
Those fuckers.
Yeah, I know it was because I knew it was on sale before.
Before quarantine, it was like $30.
Because I was thinking about buying it before. I was like, nah, I don't need it. 60. And then quarantine, they're like sale over.
Did you buy the battle pass?
And then I bought the battle pass.
Yeah, so you just spent $70.
And then I bought the dude Ronan because I follow him on Instagram.
His Instagram's sick.
His Instagram's dope. He's a really fucking cool dude. So I bought him. I was like, oh, I gotta support the dude. So that's like $20. So I've dropped $90 into this game.
It's worth it, dude.
Wild, bro.
I didn't buy the game, but I've probably spent $60 at least in characters or something, skins.
Yeah,
because it comes with, I don't know. I buy the battle passes every battle pass, but
it's cool.
The graphics are crazy on that.
It's wild, dude. Chrissy and I started playing the campaign mode.
Yeah,
and
which is fun.
Chrissy was just sitting there just watching. I was like, this is a fucking movie.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, dude.
The voice acting and everything. I don't know how far you are into it. It looked like on Chrissy's, it looked like you're at Piccadilly.
No, I just did the one where like you're the little girl.
Oh, that mission's crazy.
Dude, that mission is sad as hell. Dude.
I know. You really feel for
it's wild though because it puts you in that thing. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of video games.
Yeah, me too.
But I've actually scaled back because I was like, I realized that I'm getting into this. Like I was playing video games. I'd get home at like 9
and just hop on.
And I'd hop on. Like Chrissy would go to bed at 9:30. I'd hop on after she'd go to bed, and then I'd stay up till like midnight playing. And I'm like, this is not good because then I get up at 6:30. Yeah, and it's like this is not good. Like, this is not healthy. Mm-hmm. I'm too old to be sleeping 6 hours a day. Like I need that, like the beauty rest. That shit's real, man.
Well, you know what, dude? Like with as hard as you train and everything too, you need that just to properly recover. You know what I mean?
Well, and
it's not like you half-ass train.
Yeah, and you feel it though. You feel when you don't sleep enough.
Oh yeah.
The next day, like you're anxious. You're like short-tempered. Like, and I was starting to get like that. So,
well, you know, dude, same with me. Like having a job, which we're so busy right now.
Yeah, you're working long days.
We're working long days, but also just I'm using so much brain power throughout my day, right? And having to put up with people who treat me poorly or whatever, like every single day.
Yeah.
It's if you don't get sleep and your brain's not sharp, you are so off your game. And let me tell you, there's nothing more embarrassing than when the customer knows that, or there's like some awkwardness because you don't know what you're saying, or you're just not able to think fast enough. It's awkward.
Yeah.
Well, luckily I don't work till 8:30, so
yeah, like you get to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, I get to sleep in a little bit.
But like I've realized that like I used to be all right with 6 hours of sleep, but I feel like I need more. I feel like I need closer to 8.
Yeah.
To like function properly.
Yeah.
Like I posted that thing on Instagram like last week where I was like, I look old as fuck. Like I need, and I was looking haggard.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do I look so haggard? Like I look old,
dude.
And then I was like, I haven't been sleeping that much. And that last couple nights I slept like 8 hours. I woke up, I'm like, my skin's like a little smoother. I'm like, dude, what the hell?
It's crazy. I slept like crap yesterday or 2 days ago. And yesterday it really hit me, and I was looking at myself in the mirror, and my face was like pale, and there's like
you got the bags under your eyes.
And I went home and I was like, do I look like shit?
The dark circles.
I'm like, do I look like shit? Because I feel like shit.
Yeah, I feel like I look like shit.
And Kai's like, no, she's like, I'm not gonna lie. She's like, you don't look too good right now. And I'm like, I don't think I'm sick. Like, I'm just really fucking tired today. I could tell. I'm like, energy drinks really only do so much for you, man.
She's like, yeah, you look like shit right now.
She'll tell me. Yep.
I'll that's what I love about Chrissy. What? Oh, god damn it. Just keep talking.
Okay. But yeah, dude.
You feel like you look good.
Yeah. And like when you look in the mirror, you can tell. You look at your face and you can tell. Right now, my biggest thing has been struggling with allergies during a pandemic. Man, it's hard because even right now, if for people who are listening, they're like, wow, you sound like shit. Yeah, dude, believe me, I know. There's so much freaking pollen in the air. I wake up every morning with my sinuses congested, just nose is stuffed, eyes are swollen. It sucks. I'm really proud of how this is healing.
Yeah. So what I love about Chrissy though is like I'll be like, Chrissy, do I look like I look like shit? I feel like shit right now, and she'll be like, no, you look fine, and I'm like, you're lying to me. She's like, no, you look good. I mean, maybe. There's always that like, but I mean, maybe if you wanted to look a little bit better, like you could.
I just hear Chrissy saying that too in her voice. That's so funny. Yeah.
She says, no, you don't look bad, but I mean, maybe you could do this. Like,
maybe you could sleep so you don't have bags under your eyes.
So you don't look like an 80-year-old man over here.
Yeah, dude, Kaya, I hate it because Kaya's typically pretty. She's like, what is it? I'm looking for
blunt.
Don't even know. Not well with some things, yeah, but when I think that I'm feeling fat or anything like that, she usually softens it by saying, "Oh, you look pretty good. Don't worry. I think you look great." And it makes me mad because I'm like, I know that I look like shit. So stop, because you know what? This was a literal conversation we had. I said, you know what happens to my brain when you tell me that I look good when I think I look fat? It makes me want to eat shit because I'm like, maybe I don't look as bad as I think. So I'm allowed to eat s'mores dip today. Yeah. And I do, and it's delicious. And
s'mores dip sounds good, dude.
It's really good. It's just melted marshmallow and chocolate, and you melt it all
sounds
together.
healthy, bro.
Yeah, it's
quarantine food right there.
It is. It's comfort as fuck, dude. I'm telling you, bro. Oh, speaking of quarantine, for anyone on quarantine who is looking for a new show to watch, you know the person who made The Circle?
Yeah.
Well, she made another show.
Oh, I saw the
sex show.
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
hot trash. Dude.
Believe it or not, dude, it's kind of tight. Like, you think it's like hot trash, but
how hard? If someone was like, "Oh, I'll give you $100,000 to not have sex for 2 weeks,"
well, it's because they take nymphos.
I know
they take like people who specifically
legitimately have nympho.
Fuck, like thousands of people.
Oh,
like not who have it, but people who you would consider to be like nymphomaniacs.
Still, $100,000,
and they're all super good looking.
Don't have sex.
It already happened first episode.
Oh, I bet it did, dude.
And all they did was kiss. They can't kiss
Oh, you can't kiss?
You can't kiss.
Oh, I can't kiss a random fucking person? Oh, real fucking hard, dude.
Well, but think about it, dude.
No,
Think
I'm not
about
going to think about it. Like $100,000. James, I'll give you $100,000. All you have to do, not kiss or touch anybody. Done, dude.
All I'm saying is,
How fucking hard is that?
if you're single
Okay.
and you were full of testosterone and just
raging boner.
raging boner all the time.
Yeah? Okay.
And
Guess how much vagina I could get with $100,000?
probably a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
You know how much more fun I can have with $100,000 than 2 weeks with some random floozies?
It's 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Oh, whoop-de-doo.
You can't do that either.
You can't jerk yourself off?
Nope.
Okay.
You lose money every time you do anything sexual.
Wait, so you lose like instead of $100,000, you get like $99,000
Yeah.
every time you do something sexual?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't get kicked off the show?
No.
Oh.
So that's what makes it hard is because,
So you jerk off once a week, you'll be good, dude.
well, they take like $5,000 per jerk off,
Okay.
but from the whole group. Like it's not per person.
Oh, so if you had sex and we
Yeah.
were on the show together,
Yeah.
and you had sex with somebody,
You'd lose money.
I would lose money.
Yeah.
I would beat your ass.
Yeah.
I'd be like, don't fucking touch anybody.
And that's what's happening in the show. That's why it's good.
Okay.
Because people are getting pissed at each other.
I could see that.
He's like, you had to fucking kiss her, but like it's, and they're all like
I hope it was
jacked
more-
dudes.
I'd be pissed if it was a kiss too. Like,
It was.
why? Why? You had to kiss her?
I don't know, dude. Yeah,
I would just go around and say, dude, all those chicks, they all got fucking syphilis. and herpes.
syphilis. Yeah. Ever heard of gonorrhea? All of them.
It's not gonorrhea. It's here.
It ain't gone nowhere. Let me tell you. But it's a.
Oh,
It's,
I didn't realize. So that's a twist. Okay.
yeah. So it's interesting. That's what I'm saying. But it's like The Circle. You're like, dude, this is whack. And then you watch it and you're kind of like, okay.
See, Netflix kind of lost me because they put out that other one that was like they can't see each other. And
I was pissed
and
about
I started
that.
watching it and I was like, this is trash, dude. And so then that one came out and I was like, oh, it's probably along the same lines.
Yeah, so I watched it and I didn't know that the person who made The Circle had made that. And then when I watched it, I was like, this girl's voice sounds really familiar.
Okay.
She's like quirky and
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's pretty much the same thing, except instead of Circle, it's this thing named Lana, and then Lana is pretty much an Alexa. And yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll check it
And
out.
the dudes are funny. Like there's a short black dude in there and he and this sounds terrible, but he reminds me a lot of Kevin Hart. Because yes, he's short black
He's
and
a short black dude.
He's
that's
short.
funny?
He's short black
Oh.
in shape and he's funny.
Stereotypical, bro.
Only thing I could associate.
2020,
with. I
bro.
don't know another short black dude who's
Wow.
funny and in shape.
None.
I don't know any
There's
short.
not a single
I don't-
other short black dude
I don't know.
that's funny.
I don't know a single short black dude who's funny and in shape.
Damn.
I only know Kevin.
I hope your DMs get blown up. Bunch of short, funny black dudes that are like, what the fuck, man?
Well, then I'll be like, dude, you know what? If you are funny, then you remind me of Kevin Hart, and that's a compliment. But
No, because there's like different levels to being short, though. Like some people are short, and then there's like
but Kevin Hart's like short.
That's what I mean. Like then there's
This
Kevin
dude's
Hart.
pretty short.
There's like Kevin Hart short.
And I know that this dude's pretty short because there's like average height people in the show, and then there's really tall people in the show, and the average height people in the show make the short black dude look really short black.
Interesting.
There's actually a dude in there who looks like Blaze. Kinda.
Blaze.
Yeah. Shout out Blaze, man. Hope you're
Blaze is looking jacked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's always looks jacked.
He's just always jacked, 24/7.
But
We gotta go see Blaze one of these days.
is he back in LA?
No, he's in Sac.
He's in.
I don't know if he's in Sac right now though. He might still be up in Idaho.
I thought he moved away from Idaho.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. I'll have to
I just see his posts.
hit him up.
He's still strong as shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. Wild.
But
Still pulling 700 plus. And benching 4 plus. Just no big deal.
that's nuts. But if you guys are looking for a show and you like The Circle,
Did you watch that new
watch that one.
Chris Hemsworth movie?
Dude, I've been seeing scenes from that and it looks nuts. Is it pretty good?
It's pretty fucking cool.
Is it like John Wick with Chris Hemsworth?
I mean, it's not John Wick because he doesn't do as crazy things as John Wick.
But does he do like pretty cool shit?
He does some cool shit.
It looks really
It
good.
looks badass, or it was badass, and it's cool because it's like all Indian actors, and then it's like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
That's
like
pretty
it's
cool.
like in India.
What is the premise of the movie?
He's rescuing this dude.
That's sick.
It's pretty sick. It's like all Indian actors, and like they're fucking cool. Like
Is Kai Green
like
in there?
hopefully no. Kai Green?
Kai Green did a movie.
He's not Indian.
He did a movie in India though.
Oh yeah, I bet he's huge in India.
Yeah, he is. People he gets worshipped there.
Yeah, but yeah, it was dope. It was dope. Netflix has been coming out with some fire lately.
I have been just playing video games. So
They also came out with that they did that Netflix and I think Hulu or ESPN did the Last Dance, but Netflix is involved in that. Have you been watching that? Of course not.
I'm not. Well, I don't play basketball.
I don't play basketball either.
Yeah, but you're
A sports fan.
a sports fan in general, and I am just a football fan, kind of.
It's why I think you would like it, even though you don't like basketball.
Ron loves it.
Oh, it's dope. Like this last episode was with Rodman, and Rodman's my fucking dude. Like,
Rodman's the man.
I love
See,
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman is dope, man.
The episode is hilarious because they're like in the middle of the season. It's like January, so like 3 months into the season, and Rodman just goes up to like Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan. He's like, "Hey, I need a vacation." they're like, "What? Like you need a vacation in the middle of the season? Like they're playing games every other day."
Yeah.
He's like, "I need a vacation."
Dennis Rodman's funny, dude.
And they're like, "Well, like you can't go on vacation. Like we're in the middle of the season. Like," and then they finally like, "What about like 48 hours? We'll give you 48-hour vacation." He's like, "I'll take whatever I can get." And they said they gave him the vacation. They're like, "All right, 48 hours, come back." And Jordan's like, he's not going to come back in 48 hours. And Phil Jackson's like, whatever, like let him go on vacation. He went right to the airport, flew to Vegas, and he was in Vegas for like 5 days, just partying and getting wild and just fucking Carmen Electra and just doing.
Dude, I
God
didn't know
knows.
he used to bang Carmen Electra.
Yeah, dude. So he's just having sex with Carmen Electra, partying in Vegas for like 5 days in the middle of the season. Obviously didn't show up 2 days later.
Yeah.
And so Jordan actually has to go to Vegas, knocks on his hotel room and gets him, and they fly to the game.
That's crazy.
This is wild, bro.
Dang.
Like that would never happen nowadays. You could never you would never see a professional athlete do that.
Yeah, and if someone did something like Dennis did, then he would be blasted all over
he would
everywhere.
be the Phil Jackson would be destroyed on social media for allowing him to go for 2 days in the middle of the season. Like if a coach did that nowadays, over with.
That's not kind of the issue, man. Like shit was different.
You can't
back
get
then.
away with as much shit nowadays.
can't.
Now that there's social media 24/7, it's like
You're constantly being monitored, dude. You're always under the eye of everything, man.
Like imagine how much like shit went down in like old Hollywood, like with like all these like big time like Burt Reynolds and like those big time movie
Reynolds,
stars back in or Sean Connery back when he was like the height of the Bond fame. Like imagine some of the shit he was getting into.
Yeah,
That dude was laying it down.
that's so dope.
Fucking social media ruined it for everyone.
It did, dude. Like I said, man, everyone's always under the eye and just being scrutinized for everything.
You can't do it. You can't get away with anything nowadays.
Even if it's like harmless fun,
Yeah.
still people just. But I've been hearing a lot of really good things about The Last Dance, and I think I do want to watch it because
You should.
There's a lot of really good stuff in there from what I hear. Like Ron talks a lot about how there's a lot
Like leadership.
a lot
like
of
work
leadership
ethic
and work ethic stuff, and like specifically from Michael Jordan talking about.
The people that talk about like LeBron being like better than Michael Jordan, like I think there's levels to it, dude. Like
There is, yeah.
There's a reason why everyone loves LeBron, and there's a reason that everyone like does not like everyone that played with LeBron pretty much still likes LeBron, but everyone that played with Jordan, like to an extent, didn't like Jordan,
Yeah.
because he was such an asshole. It's the same thing with Kobe. Like a lot of people didn't like playing with Kobe because Kobe was like expected so much of you.
Well, and you know what? And like what Ron was saying was like, dude, and it's like anyone who's really fucking good at a sport, like it's almost like it's almost like something literally has to be wrong with you. It's something you have to constantly obsess about and only think about that specific thing. Like Ron was saying in The Last Dance, Michael Jordan had went golfing with Charles Barkley and had bought him like this something nice or something like that. Yeah. And then the next day they played against each other, and he's like, you think that I went golfing with him because we were friends? He's like, no. He's like, I went golfing with him and bought him whatever he bought him. He's like, so that way he didn't touch me in the next game.
Yeah.
He's like, because now he's going to think that we're friends, and he's not even going to do anything about it when I'm on the court.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that's crazy, dude.
It's
That's super savage.
It's chess, bro.
Yeah.
Well, it's like they were talking to Jordan about like the whole. There was like an incident when they were playing the Pistons, and like they hated each other for years. Like they were like the rivalry.
Yeah.
And then like the Bulls finally beat the Pistons like 1 year, like 3 years later, and the Pistons like walked off the court and didn't shake anybody's hands.
Yeah.
And they were talking to Jordan about it, and he still does not like them. Like to this day, like he still
Even with different
holds
players?
a grudge. Yeah, he still holds a grudge. He's like, not. They're like, can we show you this clip? He's like, you can show me whatever you want, but fuck, like he's like, fuck them.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, that's super disrespectful. You know what I mean?
No, but like it's just showing the level of like competitiveness. Like here it is, almost 30 years later, and he still doesn't.
Yep.
He still doesn't mess with them.
Yep. Loyalty, man.
But
Yeah, it seems like a good show, and I've seen like you and Hair Flip and a couple other people on Instagram have been posting about watching it, and I'm like, dude, like it looks good.
yeah.
And especially if it is just because, like I said, like I suck at basketball. I never was into it.
It's just a cool
But
story.
you
There's a lot
can't-
of cool shit.
Well, and you can't not like Michael Jordan, and I am a Dennis Rodman fan because he's just weird.
Did you ever see the movie with Dennis Rodman?
Yeah.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yep.
Double Team?
Yeah. There was like 2 movies with Dennis Rodman.
What else was he
back
in?
the day? He was in another movie with like him. Oh no, that was Wesley Snipes and
You were thinking
Sylvester Stallone.
Demolition Man?
Yeah. Wesley Snipes was sick in that movie though.
Dude, that was a awesome movie.
That movie was really
Sandra
good.
Bullock's in that too.
Uh-huh.
Young Sandra Bullock.
The 3 seashells, man.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
They're like, he doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
Oh, that's a good. I'm surprised they haven't remade that movie because
They were destroyed.
they would ruin it, but
unless
unless they remade it with Sylvester Stallone,
Yeah,
and Wesley
and
Snipes,
Wesley
and
Snipes.
Sandra Bullock.
that'd be sick. I would watch that. Dude,
30 years later,
What if they remade old 80s action movie or 80s
with
and
the
90s
same
with
stars.
the same stars?
Oh my god,
Oh man.
that would be hilarious.
I just wonder how it'd hold up against time. There are some movies that still to this day are just so good.
I feel like that's how every Sylvester Stallone movie is. Like they still make Rambo. They made
And
Rambo
they're
10 or
dope,
whatever.
dude, and they're dope. Every single one of them is sick. That's true.
Or the Expendables.
Or the Rockies. They made the
Oh my
Rockies up to
God.
a long time.
They're still making them with what's his face?
Oh, Creed now?
Yeah,
And
Creed.
Rocky's still in it?
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone still has a role for life.
And they're still good.
I haven't seen the last one.
I want to see Creed 2, but I saw Creed 1 and it was pretty good.
I think I fell asleep during Creed 1. And I haven't seen the second one. I'm not a big fan of what's his face, the main guy.
Michael B. Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan.
He was Killmonger in
Yeah.
Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
That's what Mace reminds me of is Killmonger. Because they got the...
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Ever since he said that he could like box competitively, like I think he said he could beat somebody like
Probably like-
Pacquiao or somebody legit. He said that he could fight him.
He's such a...
It's like, dude, you're a Hollywood actor.
Yeah. Everything you do is scripted, dude.
Yeah.
That dude's supposed to take that punch. That dude's... You're supposed to, like...
I heard somebody telling the story about Sylvester Stallone, and they were talking about going to dinner with Sylvester Stallone, and like I think it was a UFC fighter. Somebody was talking about it, and Sylvester Stallone was basically comparing fight stories with this UFC fighter, but he was talking about when he was training for Rocky.
No way.
Yeah, he was like reliving like he was actually Rocky, and like that was an actual fight.
That's crazy.
He's like, yeah, he had me in the second round, and then I threw that right hook, and
That's fucking funny, dude. Oh my god. I wouldn't even know how to feel.
how would you react to that,
Dude,
You're
if
like, you know that was a movie, right?
I'm like, does this motherfucker really think that shit
How
happened?
many times have you been hit in the head?
I mean, I guess technically that's not a lie what he's saying. Because that happened.
but everyone knows it happened.
Dude, you know what I just watched that was really good? I actually watched it at work. I watched almost the whole thing too because it was a slow day. I just watched the 30 for 30 on Tito Ortiz.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's actually pretty good. It's really
I
good.
always forget about Tito.
They talk.
He was like so big for so long, and then like you never hear about him.
That's what they. Yeah, because he just started to suck. It was like the. Oh no! It was the 30 for 30 on Tito and Chuck.
Oh.
So it was like one part was all Chuck's story and stuff about Chuck, and then it was Tito, and then it was Chuck and Tito's rivalry.
Yeah,
And,
that was a dope rivalry.
you know, I was just watching highlights, reliving the rivalry between Tito Ortiz and Ken Shamrock.
Dude,
Those
Ken
mother-
Shamrock was the fucking man.
Dude, Ken Shamrock
I love Ken
looks
Shamrock.
like the lead singer of Godsmack, but jacked.
I don't.
Because that's back when
trying to think of
that's back when the spiky hair and the super thin chin strap was
yeah,
popular. Yeah. Ken Shamrock would talk all this shit and had this like crazy persona, and every time Tito would just wreck him. 3 times Tito just wrecked him.
Shamrock was dope. Still,
Shamrock
I'm
was
still
dope.
a Shamrock.
There were 2. There was Ken and there was who's the other one?
His brother,
I don't remember who his brother was, but I know that there's 2 Shamrocks that both
Frank
Shamrock.
Shamrock.
Yeah, they both fought.
Yeah. I think Ken was bigger than Frank, though.
Probably Ken was a big dude. He was like,
Well, I mean, I think he was bigger in terms of like.
oh,
He was also in the WWF. Remember that? Mm-hmm. That's how I became a fan of him when he was in the WWF and he was feuding with Val Venus. Because
Dude,
Val
Val
Venus
Venus
was basically like the storyline was he was fucking Ken Shamrock's sister.
Uh-huh.
That was
Dude,
back when
I
the WWF had no chill.
dude, WWF used to be sick. Like WWF was dope.
Yeah.
WWE,
Well, because
Was
they
okay.
turned into entertainment. But when they were in the Attitude Era, they had no chill. Like the storyline was literally Val Venus was fucking Ken Shamrock's sister, and like I remember like Ken Shamrock was like in the ring, like he had just gotten done with a match, and then like the jumbotron changes. It's like Val Venus in like a towel, and he's like going into the shower, and Ken Shamrock's sister's in the shower. It's like all steamed up, and you just see Ken Shamrock in the ring, like, and then he just sprints to the back. Like that was the storyline,
Dude.
They don't have storylines like that nowadays.
yeah, now it's like pretty foo-foo and played down and just so much more colorful than it used to be.
I tried to get into it recently, like because Kelly or because Chrissy is always watching Total Bellas,
Oh yeah,
the one with those 2 chicks.
the Bellas,
Yeah, and
the Divas.
yeah, the divas. And so she was watching that, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I used to watch the WWF a lot, so like, let's watch like WrestleMania or something. So we watched it. It's like this is
Which
nuts.
WrestleMania did you watch?
I think it was last year's WrestleMania.
Last one I watched was The Rock and Ronda Rousey.
I don't know. It wasn't that one.
I wonder how she's doing in the WWE. Is she still?
I
in
feel
there?
like she's a big superstar in there.
Is she?
Yeah.
I don't hear anything about her. I feel like.
Well, you don't hear much about the WWE in general.
Yeah, huh? UFC is kind of taking over fighting entertainment.
It's weird that like ESPN covers the WWE.
That is kind of weird.
I was watching SportsCenter, like I don't know. It was fairly. It was like
ESPN is entertainment, though, right? Entertainment, sports.
Yeah, but they cover the WWE because I remember they talked about they showed like a highlight of the WWE, like they were doing like a sports highlight.
Dude, I remember my dad's favorite guy was Big Papa Pump.
Big Papa
Scott Steiner, dude.
Juiced out of his mind.
Dude, Scott Steiner reminds me or John Anderson.
they're
reminds
twins, bro.
They have to be.
They both had the chin, the bleach blonde chin strap,
and just jacked.
Yeah. Scott Steiner was so jacked,
And he wore like the chainmail thing with
which made no sense. Why are you wearing chainmail, bro?
on your head and nothing.
What are we
else.
in the fucking 1300s? Why are you wearing chainmail for no? And it was literally just the head.
Yep.
Like he wasn't wearing chainmail anywhere else, but it was just the headdress.
That was like his thing.
It's like why?
Scott Steiner, man, Big Papa Pump was
And
crazy.
then the wraparound sunglasses, like
those were super popular amongst
dude,
jacked dudes.
I wore those to death when I was in high school because I was like Big Papa Pump and
Yep.
all those jack dudes rocked them.
Dude, even like bodybuilders, like big time bodybuilders, like Ronnie Coleman used to rock
If you
them.
didn't rock the wraparound sunglasses, you weren't shit, dude.
Imagine bringing those back.
I would be down.
Justin should have an OG shoot with those.
I would be down for that.
That'd be sick.
Kind of reminds me of those Pit Viper sunglasses you see on Instagram.
Yeah.
They're like Callum's always rocking.
Pit, dude, his Pit Vipers are sick.
Like, I don't want to get some, but they're like,
They're so expensive.
I'm like, I can't justify this because I will not wear these on a regular basis.
Dude, I was talking to, I had a customer who stopped in the dealership one time looking for a truck, and he was wearing Pit Vipers, and I was like,
Do you want
You
the
have
coolest
money?
truck ever?
I'm like, you have money to buy those? I'm like, that means you can buy anything on the lot. You want a limited Laramie? It's right here.
You got it. Whatever you want, bro. Oh, what are you putting? 100 grand down? No big deal.
I'm like, I see those pit vipers.
Oh, you got money.
You got money. That's why I always talk about on Call of Duty when I'm playing online. Is like anytime I see someone who has a character that I know costs like $20, I'm like, oh, you got that money.
Oh, you got that kind of
You got that Call of Duty money. You got that Mace money.
that fuck you money right there.
Fuck you money. I'm like, this dude's gonna just wipe the floor.
Oh, this isn't a game to you. This is life.
Yeah, this is live. I was like breaking the bank just trying to buy one character, and these motherfuckers got all of them.
That's how I see. Well, I feel when I see like all these like when I was on Fortnite and I was like seeing all these dudes like I've never seen that one before. Oh, you're in this. You're in this.
You done been in this game. That's what's. It's funny because when I was younger, I was like, I will never buy DLC stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never spend money in-game currency. And then here I am. Just my cards are linked to my account, and I just drop in $20 here and there. Just fucking willy-nilly, man.
Just
Dude, that's how it is. I just see the purchase order, and then I'm like, well, it's done now. That's all she wrote.
I have it linked to my PayPal, and for some reason it doesn't come out right away. And I was like, oh, like I didn't see the charge on my account. I was like, oh, they gave me that for free. I was about to go buy another one, and then it hit. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, dude, that's how I just got the Call of Duty. I pre-ordered the Modern Warfare 2 remastered. Yeah. So it has like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare graphics, but it's on the second one. And I don't know if you're a big Modern Warfare 2 fan, but I was a huge.
I don't like. How do they make Modern Warfare 2 and then this one's Modern Warfare? Like, doesn't the numbers are supposed to go up?
So there was Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
They're making it really confusing by making it different.
Well, because they made Modern Warfare, then they made Modern Warfare 2, then they made Modern Warfare 3, and then they made Black Ops, and then they made Black Ops 2, then they made Black Ops 3, and then they made Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter or some shit like that, and then they made Call of Duty, or they made the Call of Duty World at War 1, and then they started getting crazy with all the Call of Duties, and then finally they had made Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original one, and remastered it and all that stuff. So
yeah, you lost me 10, 15 seconds ago, dude.
But the second one is arguably the best one out of any of them.
I think I played that one.
And that's the one that had Rust. That's why Rust is on the new one.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'm very excited.
I think I played that one back in the day in college.
Yeah, it should be playable on the 30th.
Dope. Dude, did you watch the draft this past weekend? Like the NFL draft? You didn't see any of it?
I saw a little bit.
Did you see some of the stuff that was going on though?
I just know that James Hubert from Oregon. Herbert. Yeah. I just know he got transferred to the Chargers. And I knew a lot of people who are Chargers fans were really excited about that.
Justin Herbert. No, so they streamed it, right?
I heard about that, yeah.
It was the most wild thing of all time. Like, I think they need to do every draft ever like that.
Was it crazy?
There was just so much random weird shit. Like, first off, you get to see like everybody's like house and like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because they're like all dressed up and like the camera's on, but like they're not watching the camera. Like it's just on in the background.
Oh yeah.
And like so you're seeing into these people's houses and they don't know when you're filming. Like I'm assuming they didn't tell them.
Yeah.
They're just watching it on and there's a delay. So like they'll be filming and like they're just watching like a couple seconds later. So you see like some weird, like some funny shit. Like there was the one guy from the Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, and he's like on the couch and his girlfriend's all dressed up and they're both all dressed up and then his like mom and his like aunt are like sitting next to him and like he's on the phone and you can tell he's about to get drafted. He's getting drafted at this moment. So he's on the phone with like his agent or Jerry Jones or somebody. And then like he has a second phone and you see his girlfriend reach out and she like grabs it and like and she's like pulling it like closer to her. And you just see him snatch it out of her hand hella quick.
That's funny.
it might have been like the most innocent thing of all time, but it literally looks like this chick is taking this opportunity to try to go through his phone and see who's been Snapchatting him. And he's just like, nope.
That's so
and then he
funny.
gives her like a look like side eye, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Dude,
and he
first
came
of
out
all-
later and he was like, no, it's because I was expecting another call or something, but
Damn, son.
or because like he was expecting another call from like his agent or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So like he didn't want to miss it by whatever.
Yeah.
But it looks so funny. It's like watching it in real time. I was like, oh shit.
That's funny.
Because you just see her, it's like sitting on his his knee, and she's just reaching over, and she just grabs it and like slides it over to her.
I heard a lot about the streaming, but I didn't hear any stuff like that.
No.
I just heard it was just different how they did it.
It was just wild because you see like all the different like Jerry Jones is in like his $250 million yacht. Like he bought a $250 million yacht, and he's supposedly quarantining himself on that. So he's just chilling on this big ass yacht. Like it looks like
Just in the middle of
it
a
looks
lake.
like the lobby of like a Caesar's Palace or some
Are you
shit. Like it looks
serious?
ridiculous. Like what the fuck? And then you see Bill Belichick, and he's just in his house, and it looks like a stereotypical
House.
like kitchen. Like
Just-
it doesn't look like somebody that's got millions of dollars.
Yeah.
It just looks like a shitty ass kitchen.
It's actually pretty interesting to see stuff like that because everyone really does live pretty differently, and it shows when
you
with
see shit like-
millionaires and stuff.
Well, it was funny because there was a meme because it was like Bill Belichick, and he's got like 6 Super Bowl rings or some shit like that, and he's in the shitty kitchen, and then it shows like Cliff Kingsbury, he's like the new coach last year, he's the new coach for the Arizona Cardinals, and he's sitting in this. It literally looks like a resort. Like, and it's his living room. Here, I'll pull it up real quick. But it literally, like, the windows are like 20 feet high. Like, it's a perfectly manicured lawn. Like, it looks insane. Looks like a lot of money. And
Dude, I want
and he's got like 4 wins or whatever last year. And so it's like 4 wins, 6 Super Bowl rings. And it's like the comparison.
Dude, that's the kind of money I'm trying to have.
I'm trying to have fuck you money.
I'm trying to have that 4 wins money.
The 4 win money.
I'm trying to have that golf resort looking ass money, dude.
Oh, and then yeah, this was the picture.
Damn, dude. That's his house?
Yeah, this is his house.
That shit looks like some.
That's his living room right
that
there.
looks fake as fuck. That's crazy.
Just posted up looking like a goddamn resort out there.
That's crazy, dude. Jeez, what a home.
And then there was the coach for the Titans. They shot his house, and his house was just wild, man, because he's got like all his kids there.
Oh, yeah?
And like I don't know if you saw that picture. That was kind of going around, but like he's got one kid, so he's sitting in the middle. He's got like this cheesy like Tennessee Titans backdrop behind him, and then like it's a wide angle lens, and you see like standing next to him is like a kid that looks like his kid, like a teenager. He's got like this really like gross looking mustache, a bleach blonde mullet, and he's rocking like his dad's like Pro Bowl jersey.
Yeah.
It's like way too big. He's just standing there. And then over his right shoulder is like his other son dressed up like Frozone from The Incredibles. And then his daughter's just chilling there looking normal, looking like she's about to get ready to go to bed or something.
Yeah.
And then there's a little dude in the back, and it literally looks like he's taking a shit with the door open. Like,
Damn, what the fuck's going on in that house?
some of the Twitter was just on fire with that. Like some dudes like, I need to see the 30 for 30 on what the fuck is going inside Mike Vrabel's house.
That's crazy. That's so funny.
But I was like, they need to do every single draft from now on like this.
Well, it also makes people human, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's relatable. Here, I'll show you. There you go.
Dude, what the hell? Where's the kid taking a poop? Yo! He's got to be taking a shit, dude.
They said that he's not. They said he's like sitting on a couch, but there's no way it doesn't look like he's taking a massive shit.
That's so
right there.
funny. What's up with him just like Frozone? That's funny.
That's wild, man. But yeah,
That is a cheesy.
that was the excitement of my weekend right there.
Oh, you know what? That was the excitement of a lot of people's weekends. Was the draft? A lot of people were really excited.
I guess it was
especially
the highest rated draft of all time. Like 55 million people watched over the course of the 3 days.
Oh wow, damn.
Which, if you think about it, this is like the perfect time to release content. Like, I don't know.
Everyone's gonna see it because they have nothing else.
They got nothing else to do. Like we watched the Trolls movie.
Yeah.
Like it was supposed to go out in theaters, I guess, but you got to pay $20 to like rent it now.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was not going to pay to go see the Trolls movie, but I'm just sitting at home running out of content to watch. And Chrissy's like, "Hey, let's watch the Trolls movie."
Was it pretty good?
It was good. Yeah.
I'll watch it with Kai today. Oh no, it's a beautiful.
It's
day.
$20 though, man.
Yeah, I'd rather just go to the movies
But then you think about it, it's like $10 per person. Like,
plus snacks.
plus snacks. But we bought snacks.
And if you watch it at your house, you don't have to buy snacks.
We bought snacks.
I'm gonna buy snacks and watch movies.
Yeah. Although Chrissy got me the organic red vines.
Are they good?
These ones were weird. They weren't like the red.
Oh no.
They weren't. They were different, dude. I wasn't. They were thin and they were a little bit tougher.
You're
It's
like not the biggest fan.
You can't make candy organic, bro. You just gotta send it full sugar.
Full.
If you're gonna get diabetes, you might as well make it worth it.
Jesus.
You getting tired over there, dude?
No, I just
Allergies kicking your ass, huh?
kind of, yeah. I didn't take my Claritin this morning or my Afrin. I'd have to take every morning when I wake up around allergy season. I take Afrin, which is the spray that you put in your nose, and you like spray 2 sprays per nostril, and it helps clear all of your sinuses. And I take a Claritin so I don't rub my eyes. And then at my desk, I also have Claritin eye drops that I also drop in my eyes.
Damn, dude, you fucked up.
Dude, it gets bad.
Allergies kick your ass.
They do, and like at my house, you've never been to my house, but we have a fucking big ass yard that like wraps around to the back, and when I'm mowing it, it's just like all in my face.
Yeah.
I used to wear. It sounds funny, but I used to wear safety glasses
Makes
when I
sense.
mow because it was just like it would just kill my freaking eyes, dude.
It makes total sense, dude.
And just wait, I get nosebleeds really bad too.
It's weird. It's weird how allergies just fuck certain people up.
Yeah,
Like Chrissy's the same way. Chrissy like can't go outside.
it sucks, dude. Unless I do what I said I do, like my morning routine where I take all this shit and spray my nose and stuff, dude, I'm so screwed. I'll sneeze and my nose will bleed or something like that. It's terrible.
It's like the worst time in the world to have allergies too, because everyone thinks you have the virus.
Yeah, imagine being in a showroom
Just sneezing.
imagine being in a showroom full of customers and I'm sneezing and my eyes are watering and my nose starts bleeding.
They're like,
like, is this dude dead or something?
are we all gonna die now? Because
I always have to.
do they make you wear a mask?
No,
I'm surprised they don't wear.
we do a pretty good job with staying away from people.
You should just wear a mask, just to have a mask on, dude. See how it improves your chances of sales.
A lot of people actually come to the dealership. Most people come to the dealership right now wear masks.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to the store the other day, and there's like, I would say 80% of the people there had masks on.
Yeah.
I felt like an outsider not having a mask. I felt like I was getting judged because I didn't have a mask.
I don't wear a mask. I know, dude, and all these fitness brands are making masks, and I'm like, you guys are so smart for capitalizing on that.
100%, dude.
Like CT has one.
Oh, does he? I was talking to Artemis the other day.
Golden Aesthetics has
I
one.
was talking to Artemis. He was like, dude, I'm killing it with the masks. And I guess he's I don't know if he's donating any, but he said he's killing it with the masks.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm sure the cost of making those is very low.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
And
It's
he's
just a piece
selling
of cloth.
for, I don't know.
Well, and it's same like Iron Addicts has one now. Ritz, the rapper, has C&T masks now. I'm like kind of thinking about buying one, but I don't wear masks, dude.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about buying one, but I'm like, I'm not going to wear it.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
It'd just be cool to have.
Yeah. What am I
I
going to
can't-
wear? Take a picture in it?
Dude, I can't wait to tell Kingston about how crazy this all is when he gets older. Because right now he doesn't realize anything that's going on.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be like,
He's just like, dude's home all the time now.
I'm like, this motherfucker's always home, bothering me.
He's like, why? I need my free time, bro.
Dude, he's really developing quite a freaking personality. Like, he's really starting to become like a little boy. It's crazy. He's gonna be He's gonna be 1 soon.
That's crazy.
In less than 2 months, he'll be.
When do
1.
they start talking?
He talks.
Like legitimately talking.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I
I don't know
think-
that shit either.
I think
I don't know. I can't tell you the age. If something is under the age of like 13, I don't know how old it is.
I think I want to say. Let's see. My brother's son talks, and he's 2.
Okay.
So
sometime in the
sometime between 12 and 24 months,
he starts talking.
he'll start like actually learning how to chain things together. Because right now, all he does is say dad, or mom.
He says like one word.
Yeah, dad, mom. He'll say baba or dog.
So he's like a drunk dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
but he came in this morning. He like pushed the door open, walked in because he's really good at walking now. He pushed the door open, walked in, put his hands on the bed, and I turned over and looked at him, and he was like, "Dad!" And then he's like, he does this thing when he gets excited where he shakes his head back and forth. So he goes, and he's like, "Dad!" I'm like, "What's up, dude?" And so I picked him up and I put him in bed with me, and he got up and was shaking me like this, and he's like, "Dad, Dad, Dad."
You don't want to lay down. You want to do some shit, dude.
Yeah, and I was like,
So
dude,
get your fat ass up.
I was
Let's
like,
go.
I was like, dude, I'm like cool if you want to lay down and go to sleep, but I'm like, I ain't trying to get up right now.
It's not that time, bro.
Go hang out with your mom.
Go bug somebody else.
Yeah. Luckily, Kai always every morning Kai gets up with him because he wakes up at like 6 now, and he's just up, dude,
Yeah.
until 10. Then he sleeps. Then he wakes up at like 12. Then he's up till about 2:30. Then he goes down again till about 4.
Wow.
And then he wakes up, and then he goes down about 7:30, and then we'll sleep through the night.
Nice.
But he's getting really good at sleeping in his bed all through the night.
Nice.
So, but it's crazy watching like your own spawn grow. It's nuts.
Don't say spawn, bro.
there's
That's a weird way of putting it.
It's like your own child, man. Like
My
this-
own seed is
my
growing
own
into
seed.
a tree.
Like, dude, there really is nothing like it, man. It's incredible. I can't wait to see how he is. My dad just bought him a little Detroit Lions Barry Bonds
That was sick.
stuffed figure because my dad's a big Detroit Lions fan.
Oh, Barry Sanders.
Yeah, Barry Sanders.
Barry Bonds, bro. God damn it.
Barry not sports guy, see, but Barry Sanders, and it's pretty cool. So, and he buys him like all these Legos and shit like that. And now since Kingston has his little dumbbells too,
He's been getting that at-home workout.
he just walks around with them and
He's
shakes.
going to be
them.
more jacked than some of the people.
I hope so. I hope he's more jacked than me.
He's about to be more jacked than 90% of people coming back to the gyms at the end of this quarantine.
Just wait till he's 5, dude.
He's just going to be like flexing on fools.
He's about to have tattoos just like me.
He's going to have all the little girls at the daycare.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
Yep.
Kingston.
They're gonna be like, "Wow, Kingston."
You look such ass
He's just gonna be like, "Dude,
with your big hands.
Kai just." Oh, I'll show you a picture. I'll show them to you so they can see. Since the camera faces me now.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this shit.
Way to be prepared.
I usually don't. Oh, this. He already is a little model, dude.
Oh, he got the standard J pose going. He got the J pose. He's got the J pose. It's like rubbing the knuckles.
Yep.
That's what's up.
He's rubbing the knuckles with his little necklace and his black shirt and green joggers. He got the camo high top Converse on, bro.
Looking fly, bro.
Looking fly.
Got the content out the ass right now.
content out the ass. I know. We need to post on his
You
Instagram.
got to blow up his Instagram, man.
But-
Oh, look at there it is.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a beautiful.
It's
Corvette.
a beautiful Corvette.
That's crazy too, because literally last month, like literally the middle of last month, he spent another $80,000 on that truck, and then he just spent another $160,000. That's fucking.
Let's not be putting that on the podcast here.
They don't know who we're talking about.
Yeah. It's
Wealthy people.
wealthy people. Anyway, dude, I think we should call it there.
Yeah.
We're about an hour in already.
It's good
It's good
catching up.
to get back into it.
It is, man. I'm excited.
Hopefully, we'll have some guests. Recently got shot down by quite a few people. So
Really?
that's sick. I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
Tried to hit up somebody that I thought would be great, but he sent me, or his wife sent me one of the I guess it wasn't very polite, but it was just a casual fuck you, basically.
Really?
I was like, oh, that's sick.
Huh.
Sick. Don't come crawling back to us when this podcast blows up, bro.
Yeah, whoever you are.
You know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
Not that he listens to this, but
That's
he
fucked.
will.
I hope you do.
I'll send this clip to him.
You're like, hey, fuck
Just
you.
keep this in your archives for when this podcast blows up, and then you beg to be on it.
Yeah, in all seriousness, though, dude, it is good to be back. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's
we're gonna
healthy.
get consistent again.
So
yeah,
we're back, guys, and I hope you like the new camera setup.
we're gonna try this.
Yeah, I think it'll be better for
If you're
clipping.
watching on the YouTubes, hopefully this works. But yeah, that was a good one. Make sure you guys also go check out blasthouse.com now that gyms are starting to reopen and some of you guys are getting back into the swing of things. Get your supplements. That mint chocolate protein has been getting some rave reviews.
Which is crazy. I don't have the mint chocolate, but I have the orange creamsicle, and I hate talking about products because it always sounds so biased. But
Sounds fake as fuck.
It does, but that orange creamsicle, dude, it slaps so different.
Yeah.
Orange creamsicle and I have the lime pre-workout.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good, dude. The pre-workout. It sounds gonna sound weird, but actually, if you mix like a bubbly or like an AHA with the recovery stuff, it's delicious.
With the orange cream?
Yeah, it's super good.
I might have to try that. Anyway, blasthouse.com. Go check it out. Code NFTW, if you guys listen to the podcast, gives you a little discount. We don't give out very many discount codes, so take advantage of that. And yeah, make sure you guys check us out. Social media, follow the YouTube, like and comment, do all that stuff. Help the podcast grow. Interact with it in some form or fashion, and I appreciate it.
You guys know your homework. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you next time. Stay savage, my friends. Peace.